question this week. Invisible confetti! So hey, what's going on? Welcome to this edition of Ask an Eric. I'm in my PJs! So I am very comfortable with this. Not so comfortable with this week's question. This week's question was sent by Rochester comic named Steve O'Connell, and he wrote in, when going down on a woman, is it okay to wear a snorkel, or is that cheating? So many... Where to start with this question? I'm trying to figure out what you know less about, snorkeling or oral sex. What are you doing with this snorkel? Like, do you have a second mouth like a xenomorph? But even then, the second mouth is inside the regular mouth, so the snorkel would still get in the way unless the inner mouth can, like, snake around it. Or do you have, like, a fucking, like, a belly mouth? Like Krang or Tiny Attorney or something? Like, and even if you had a belly mouth, you don't need the snorkel. You can just have the belly do the business, and then you can lean over her and just be like, "The prophecy!" Or whatever creepy thing you're gonna use to further scar her, because I can't imagine getting eaten out by a belly mouth while just getting stared at by an upper face mouth combination, which you would call a head if you were a normal person and not a fucking stuttering asshole like me. What are you doing with your nose this whole time? Like, you can breathe through your nose. It is possible. I'm doing it right now. Yes, I know nostrils look small, but trust me, they can suck up way more air than your brain will ever need. Anyway, the only way I could see you being able to use a snorkel effectively in oral sex is, like, if it was some kind of breath play thing, like you put the snorkel on, and then she mounts it and says something like, "Oh no, a pelican landed on it!" I almost said, "Oh no, a pelican filled it with fish," but that would have some unfortunate implications, I think. Gah. But she sits on it until your face turns purple, or until you can't take it anymore and you rip the snorkel out of your mouth and say the safe word, which of course is Cousteau! That's the end of this week's Ask an Eric. Send questions to the email address on your screen, askaneric@gmail.com, or tweet them to me at @ericlingenfelter. I gotta go duty.